We're live here from Bristol Motor Speedway for the Snap-on Racing 250 heat races about to go down here at Bristol Motor Speedway, the last great Coliseum. We'll take a quick look at our starting lineup here for heat number 1. Here, 13 laps in total, only one heat race for tonight's race, so pretty much every position these drivers get will be an extra position in the main event. Let's take a quick look here at heat number, well, technically heat number 1, but the only heat of the night. On pole position for heat 1 will be Sam Hoff. Second will be Daniel Mullins. Third will be Isaiah Walters. Fourth will be Nathan Lamont. Fifth will be Ruben Rose. Sixth will be Jared Skinner. Seventh will be Dustin Colley. Eighth will be Alex Anderson. Ninth will be John Santoro. 10th will be Brock Morris. 11th will be Don Lamp. 12th will be Zach Stewart. 13th will be Donnie Kite. 14th will be Jimmy Geikis. 15th will be Michael James. 16th will be Hunter Sr. 17th, Nate Bogus. 18th, Craig Martin. 19th, Matt Sisler. 20th, Christopher Busch. 21st, Albert Lopez. 22nd, Thomas Spencer. 23rd will be Michael Malm. And 24th will be Jordan Warnock. Rounding out our heat field here tonight will be Brandon McWilliams, Christian Swagger, and last car on the grid will be Carl Cantones in the 99 machine. Drivers right now awaiting to go here at Bristol Motor Speedway behind the pace truck here in pit lane. See the drivers go on to the racing surface. Big banks here at Bristol Motor Speedway. Half-mile short track in Tennessee. Eastern portion of it. Same off will lead us to the grid here at heat number 1. We'll see what goes on here. Heat 1, 13 laps in length. Should be a fun one here tonight. Here comes the base truck in the pit lane. And green flag is out. Same off, not with the greatest start of all time, as Daniel Mullins will lead up in the turn number 3. And it looks like he'll lead a lot more as well. Same off will be second. And Isaiah Walsh behind him in third. Fourth will be David spin the back. Roller on back, one driver around. Big pile up in the turn 1 and turn 2. Huge wreck. One car flipped over. That has to be 10 cars in turn 1 and turn 2. Junked here at Bristol in the heat race. Absolute mayhem on the start. As most field gets back going, Craig Martin, Dylan Lamp, Craig Martin upside down. More spinning on the back. That's Albert Lopez. Jimmy Geikis, I believe, as well. As here comes our race leaders, Daniel Mullins and Sam Hoffs, getting through the chaos here. We'll take a quick look at what exactly went on that crazy second lap in turn number 1 and 2. As a huge wreck in the turn 1. Probably the biggest wreck we've seen all season long. As we'll see, I think it happened around Donnie Kite. They were 3 wide on the exit of turn 4. This is a replay here. So there's a little contact there, and just absolute mayhem. Nowhere to go for anyone. That's Jordan Warnock, I believe, flying through the air, and Craig Martin as well flipped over. But we stayed green, obviously, for the heat race. No cautions in this 13 laps. Out front is Daniel Mullins. As Isaiah Watchers trying to chase down Sam Hoff right now. As the top six have really pulled away from the rest of the field. Alex Anderson currently in 6th place. As now on lap number 9 of 13 here at Bristol. As Mo's working his way through some lap traffic here. Oh, the one driver Ramirez very slow on the inside. May have checked up Sam off a little bit. Working lap 11 right now. A bunch of drivers a lap down, only the top 9, not a lap down here currently. As Jared's Garrett under attack from Alex Anderson. 2 laps to go here at Bristol. White flag now waves at Bristol Motor Speedway. Jared's Garrett under attack from Anderson. Anderson gets in deep, not going to be enough. But Dana Mulks will pick up the heat number 1 win here at Bristol. Sam Hoff 2nd, Isaiah Walters 3rd. What a chaotic heat that was after that 2nd lap wreck on turn number 1 and 2. Absolute chaos here at Bristol. So what exciting 13 laps right there. It should be another exciting few here tonight as well. So we'll take a quick little break. We'll be right back here from Bristol. The main event for the Snap-on Racing 250. Back live here at Bristol Motor Speedway. Gonna take a quick look at our starting lap here for Snap-on Racing 250 here at Bristol Motor Speedway. On pole position will be the 47 machine of Skylar Jones. In second will be Ryan Houston on 98 machine. Daniel will be in third. Nathan Hoff will be in fourth. Fifth will be Isaiah Walters, and sixth will be Nathan Lamont. Seventh will be Jared Skinner. Alex Anderson will be eighth. Ninth will be Brock Morris, and 10th will be Matt Sisler. 11th will be Nate Bogus, and 12th will be Jimmy Geikus. 13th will be Thomas Finch, and 14th will be Donnie Kite. 15th will be Jordan Warnock, and 16th will be Christopher Bush. 17th will be Michael James, and 18th will be Ruben Rose. 19th will be Christian Swagger, and 20th will be John Santoro. 21st will be Justin Coggin, 22nd will be Craig Martin. 23rd will be Hunter Sr., and 24th will be Brady McWilliams. 25th, Michael Baum, and 26th, Dolan. 47th, Zach Stewart, 28th, Albert Lopez. Around our field here tonight, 29th will be Carl Cantones, the 99 machine. He doesn't seem to like to qualify or run the heat races this season so far, but anyways, he will be starting in 29th in the field, but up front, Skylar Jones going to lead us to the green this time by 250 laps in total. Will it be a fun one here tonight at Bristol Motor Speedway? As here comes Skylar Jones in the turn number 3 and 4. About to get this race started here tonight. Race car is off. And we are underway here at Bristol Motor Speedway for the Snap-on Racing 250 here at Bristol. As the field rockets their way past turn number 1 down the back straightaway here at Bristol Motor Speedway. Skylar Jones still leads barely. He'll lead lap 1. Ryan Houston will be in second place as of now. As caution flag flies early on. Looks like Michael Malm low on the exit of turn number 4. Not sure what happened to that 69 machine. Low contact with him and Joe Lamp, and I think Zach Stewart as well in the 13 machine. See what exactly happened between those drivers. Looks low contact with Zach Stewart, send Michael Malm up the racetrack, and around those gyros go. Bring out our first yellow of the night here on lap number 1 of 250. Looks like Skylar Jones still leads here at Bristol. About to go back green here, coming to lap number 7 of 250. Skylar Jones on the top side, Ryan Houston on the bottom. Jones with a good launch on the initial start. We'll see what the restart provides here. Off of turn number 4, looks like good launch as well. Down to turn number 1 and 2. It looks like Daniel Maltz will clear for a third as well. Front of Sam Hoff. Top 4 single file, still side by side Isaiah Waltrus and looks like to be Nathan Lamont in 5th, trying to run the outside line. As caution flag flies. Once again, we got a pile up here in 1 turn 2. Ooh, multiple wrecks looks like there. So one car hard on the inside wall. It's Christopher Busch destroyed. We'll see the filler back, see what exactly that went on. Looks like Christopher Busch just went me up a little too much on the inside of Johnson. Toro sent him sideways in front. A bunch of other drivers, Barry McWilliams, Dustin Coggin, Zach Stewart as well involved. Those couple of drivers involved in that incident there. These pace car lights can be turned off here as we just finished up our second caution of the night. On the lap number 8, a few cautions here early on here at Bristol, not to be too surprising. As it is a short track here, and short tracks typically bring out a little bit more yellows than the normal typical intermediate type of racetracks. And green flag is out. And great jump there for Skylar Jones. Sam Hoff get a clear for second as well. Ryan House move himself down to 3rd. Side by side report. Daniel Morks and Nathan Lamont. Lamont on the outside trying to make it work. He's got maybe gets to the outside there. Not quite able to get alongside Daniel Morks there, but Morks will clear as Nathan Lamont falling back now to 6th place behind Isaiah Waltrus. So sure it's curious to the inside, maybe took a peek, but not able to do much. Isaiah Waltrus side by side there. We're doing multiple sideways. Here goes Skylar Jones, our posted around right in front of the field in turn 1 and turn 2. Oh, more calamity there. Thomas Spencer involved. More drivers trying to avoid. And that's our third yellow of the night here on lap number 17. As I think Isaiah Walsh just got a bit loose there and spun around Skylar Jones off of turn number 4. We'll take a peek at this one. Chopper cam. There goes Isaiah Walsh to the outside. He got just a bit loose there, and yeah, he just clipped Skylar Jones right in front of the field in turn number 1 and 2. Thomas Spencer nowhere to go, and Albert Lopez around as well. Caution is out for the third time tonight as Sam Hoff will take the race lead. These will pace car lights off. Yes, they will. These truck lights will be off now. And green flags back out. Sam off to a nice jump on the rest of the field as Isaiah Walsh just now side by side with Ryan Houston. Down to turn 1 and 2. Off to turn 2. Isaiah Walsh will clear, looking for the race lead. Big move there for Isaiah Walsh. He's to the inside. Can he make it stick? He will through turn 3 and 4. But can he get a good enough run to clear that 15 machine out in front? Sam Hoff finds strong on the outside line. Doesn't look like to be enough for now. As they're still side by side for the race. Here comes Jared Skinner, who moved himself up to third. As Walsh just falls back a little bit as Sam Hoff will clear for the race lead into turn number 1. Here comes Skinner now on the outside. Fastest lap just set by that 7 machine last time by. As he's up 5 positions here currently at Bristol Motor Speedway. Now Skinner gonna try to chase down a race leader here of Sam Hoff. So Hoff pulls away to about 3/10 of a second lead over Jared Skinner in second place. They're rocking their way now in the turn 1 as they single file out for the most part here. The first few drivers. Oh, car on the outside wall, it's Sam Hoff. Hoff in the outside wall hard. Destroy that right front of Sam Hoff. He might be out tonight's race early on. Tim and Jared Skinner through 1 and 2. Here comes Skinner to the inside, just tagged off on the entry. Hoff trying to save it, overcrossing the outside wall. Around he goes. He's at the bring out pit lane. He's going to be out here early tonight. As contact between Ryan House and Isaiah Wall just a little bit for second and third. Azu comes to the outside wall. That's Jared Skinner. Now it's a 3-horse race of the race lead right now. Here comes Zero Marks to the outside. Ryan Houston trying to make it work. There's a big battle here for second place as they watch us Daniel Mulk side by side. Trying to make things work. Ryan House and Donnie Kite side by side. It's 5th and 6th. Ryan House kind of falling back just a little bit after starting in second place. Side by side for the race lead, Isaiah Walters, Jared Skinner. Isaiah Walters will clear off of turn number 2. Side by side, Jared Skinner and Alex Anderson for 3rd and 4th. Anderson will surrender there for 4th place, but Isaiah Walters still currently leads. Zane Wilkes in 2nd in tow. Screening outside wall, I believe it was Jared Skinner, but also side by side for on back. Donnie Kite and Ryan Houston as well. Single file for the most part here in lap number 41. So we're now lap number 42. So here comes Ryan Houston to the inside. And like the lane line is Nathan Hamel will get up to 6th place now. Lee Bogus and Jordan Warnock side by side here for 12th place. I come from Isaiah Walker still leads about half a second over at Daniel Molnix here. As they on side by side here with Henderson, that's for 6th and 7th. House and Nicholas continue to fall back just a little bit on these older tires. As lap traffic right there in front of those drivers trying to avoid. This will be Michael James, that one machine. House on the inside takes a peek there on Nathan Lamon. As Isaiah Watcher still leads here, we're at lap number 53. Daniel Mulks closing in just a little bit on him. As is easily the longest round of the race we've had so far tonight. In green for around 35 plus laps. Here comes Daniel Mulks to the back bumper there of Isaiah Waltress. Masters to the inside. Brock Morris. Morris on the outside. And he'll clear for 9th place. And so watch still under attack here from Daniel Mulks. Any mistake here could propel Daniel Mulks to the race lead. As lap traffic ahead could be his opportunity here to try to take advantage and get out in front of that 60 machine. Phil Sprout just a little bit here. Okay, chasing now Ryan House right now is Alex Anderson and Jared Skinner. As Alex Anderson continues to drag around Jared Skinner here for 3rd. As here comes Daniel Mulks to the inside of Isaiah Walsh. This is his opportunity He's got a lap car though in front of him of Jordan Warnock. Not going to be able to get around him 3 wide for a moment. He almost thought about it, but just not able to make it happen. Traffic really good playing factor here. This big heavy lap traffic in front of Ideal Watch right now. Here comes Hunter Senior on the inside of Alex Anderson. This is for 4th place right now. Hello, up there, so you go 3 wide. Hunter Senior to the inside. He'll clear there for 4th place. Now he's gonna try to chase down Hunter. Jared's getting in front of him for 3rd. And so his left rear quarter panel Jared Skinner. I'm sure the tires are starting to wear out. Looks like they dropped about 1.5 seconds or so, even a little bit more than that. As that one front still is Isaiah Walker space, still getting hunted from Daniel Molnick behind. It's kind of hard to see us still close together here. Here's the inside of Jared Skinner. Will Senior clear? Yes, he will. He'll move himself over to 3rd place. And here comes Daniel Molnix. Working lap number 87 right now. As Isaiah Walsh is still being on to dive down from Daniel Molnix. That's some battle here from Ryan House and Alex Anderson. House has moved up some positions right now. Currently. As close together here, Brock Morris, Alex Anderson, Nate Bogus. Brock Morris to the outside of Alex Anderson. Anderson a bit loose off of turn number 2 there. Off of turn 4, Brock Morris. He's moving himself up quite well here, up to 6th place, up 3 spots from his starting position and P number 9. Like some pit stops happening here. Ryan Houston down pit lane, Alex Anderson down pit lane as well. So pit stops around lap number 97. See what they're watching down pit lane right now. So I see clear racer right now as here comes Aiden Mullox and Feelers down pit lane as well. Probably the whole way around pit lane to make it work. Team currently leads here. Only 6 drivers have not pitted yet so far tonight. Actually make that 9. As Brock Morrison pitting, so make that 8 now. It's Craig Martin. The last driver that have yet to pit so far. So here comes Hunter Senior. Get it together, and they Bogus on pitting. This is Matt Sisler currently in the race lead. So he's on that pit lane. Here comes Donka as well. So Nathan Lehman, will he bring it out pit lane? No, he won't. He's going to set an extra few laps. Craig Martin in second right now. Everyone a lap down except Nathan Lehman. If a caution were to come out right now, that would be pretty insane. Nathan Lehman currently in the race lead, so he comes out pit lane. Craig Martin is at the pit as well, but he's currently 2 seconds ahead of Daniel Molnix, who's in third. As caution is out actually on the racetrack. It looks to be Ruben Ross around, and that looks to be off of turn number 2. As that is crazy, as most of feel locked down. The top 5 of the only drivers not locked down. As Nathan Lehman right now in the pit lane. So Ross is just a bit loose there and spins out in turn 2. Doesn't collect anyone. Almost, I think, collected one of the drivers come out of pit lane. But Nathan Lehman will be our race leader. Looks like the Daniel Molnix will be our race leader as Nathan Lehman down pit lane, I believe. Actually, it looks like Nathan Lehman will be our race leader. Still, as I think they're sorting out the grouping right now. So it looks like Nathan Lehman just came out pit lane under caution, but he'll still be the race leader as it is delayed green. It looks like, or going delayed green here at Bristol. So we'll see how this timing and scoring is sorted as. It's a little bit messed up, but I think it should get fixed here shortly. Oh, pace car lights are off. We'll see if we go green this time. Still single file. Michael James behind Nathan Lamont, even though he's a few laps down, I believe. Looks like to be 4 laps down. See, are we going green this time? It looks like we are not, so still figuring out here at Bristol the order of the field. As we'll also be joined by here Sam Hoff. He's next 140 some laps or so, a little bit less than that, but to go. How are you doing,
it's
Sam?
Great.
Yeah,
it's great.
Well, you got involved in that wreck early on between, I think it was you and Jared there.
Yeah, stuff happens. I won't make comments here. Stuff happens. Mistakes happen. Wish I could have saved it, but just a little slight overcorrection. Ate the wall. Gave myself right front damage. It'll hurt our points fight, but we led some laps. We looked decent, so pace is there. Just got to keep moving forward, and we'll go from there.
Definitely. Well, yeah, this kind of interesting caution right in the middle, kind of after the pit cycles, but green flag is out here with Nathan Lamont as a little lap tracker behind him, between him and Jenna Molnick, so he'll have to work his way through here right now.
Yeah, Daniel, it's a little screwed there with all those lap cars in between them, but hopefully they either move out of the way or they get moving fast enough and they get out of his way. But Lehman, definitely the benefiter there on that pit cycle, being on pit road as soon as the yellow had come out.
Yeah, only 10 cars on the lead lap here currently, so a lot of our front runners, Isaiah Walters, he was up front. Yeah, I think he was second, or he might have been the lead actually when the first kind of stops happened, so unfortunate for him, but he's currently on the lucky dog position, or currently battling for it at least.
Yeah, Isaiah was a really strong truck. He was definitely one of the better trucks tonight, so hopefully he can work his way back from that lap down and provide a challenge to these guys up front and continue to lead some more laps and go from there. Oh, as Albert Lopez grabs the wall in front of Dylan Lamb.
This is Lopez right in front. Another driver there, not quite sure who that was. Pulling him down. I think it was Jordan Warnock there. He's also a couple laps down as well, and 2 laps down with Lopez. Actually, that's for position for Lopez and Warnock.
Yeah, them being teammates, I don't think they'll fight each other too hard in those beautiful Monster Energy Savage House Racing Ram trucks. I don't think they'll be fighting too hard. Just it's the battle for Craig and Nate to get through this field and not burn up their tires, take some time, get some positions back, but already have pretty much a top 10 secured if this thing were to go green all the way through now.
Yeah, just about to be halfway here in the 2 laps time, 1.5 lap now, but Senior, he gets around Brock Morris for third. He's been pretty strong as well, but Nathan Lamont, he has a comfortable cushion between him and Daniel Molnix, and out 3 or 4 lap cars in between them, maybe 2. Looks like Donnie Kite, and I think that's a Matt Sisler, I believe. Yeah, it is. Right there, and kind of fighting for the lucky dog position. Currently, Kite has the lead. He might get his lap back here the old-fashioned way, as you would call it.
Yeah, they're both right there. I think they both have the pace to pass Lamont. It'll depend if Lamont wants to let them go or not, because as the leader, you always want cars in between you and second place so you can continue to grow your gap. But as Donnie goes his outside and gets his lap the hard way, his teammate Matt Sisler now comes up on Lehman. Those 2 are teammates, so I'm sure that there will not be much of a fight there to get the lap back there.
Yeah, his lap chap, that's Michael James, our Daytona winner. on back. He has not had a good season since that Daytona win, though. 21st place, 5 laps down here at Bristol.
Yeah, it seems to be the curse of Daytona. Season 2 was Daniel, and then he had a rough rest of that season. He still made the chase, contended for a championship, but just was, you could tell he was having some bad runs. And then Craig last year won Daytona and then had some bad runs, and now it's Michael having that curse of Daytona. So it's almost like you don't want to win Daytona in this league.
Yeah, maybe a little bit too high hopes, you would say, after race 1, and kind of just doesn't go up from there. But relatively kind of early in the season. As caution's out here on lap with the 121 to go. Looks like to be Nate Boggess around off of turn 2.
I see what happens. Skylar Jones goes for a little bit of a spin, clips Nate, and Nate has to stop up against the outside wall, and that will bring out the yellow. Nate is going to try and get going before he gets that lap lost, but I don't think he was able to. He was not. We stuck a lap down again.
Yeah, Skylar Jones, our points, or not points, our pole sitter here tonight. Has overdrove turn 1, had to check up a little bit too much, and yeah, clipped the 711 machine. But I don't think Nate got too badly damaged, but obviously get a lap down here. Not going to be able to get the lucky dog as Nathan Lamon down pit lane. Like everyone will come down pit lane here. We had about a 20 or so plus lap run there, looks like.
Yeah, this is definitely the time. They have enough sets. Having only pit the one time, most of these drivers, they have more than enough sets still in the pits. About 100 lap fuel tank, so we're still outside the window to make it to the end, but enough yellows, we could see some of those. With enough yellows, we could see someone maybe try and stretch it, but I don't think tire-wise that's the best idea.
Yeah, tire fall-off has seemed pretty significant tonight, but it takes a little bit, just a little while for these tires to wear. But see who's the first off pit lane. Nathan Lamon was the first one to come down pit lane, but we'll see if he's the first one off. Looks like he will be. Daniel Mullins off and away he goes.
Yeah.
He might lose third. Oh, it's close between him and Hunter Senior there. Senior
I believe he kept it there over Senior.
Yeah,
that'll
looks
be
like he
very
did.
close to tell. The race off pit road is always a good one. Very telling usually of how the crews are doing and how drivers are doing on their pit road. There's a lot of time to be gained or lost in how you attack pit road. Do you go right to the speed limit and risk speeding? Do you take windshield tear-offs and potentially risk a lot of other issues with taking them?
Yeah, an interesting thing there. Ryan Houston will be our race leader. Looks like he pitted a lap before Nathan Lamon. Oh, looks like he's getting the way around, but he's showing out right there. But it should be a race leader. Interesting there. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'm not sure when he would have gotten down pit road.
Yeah, because it looks like, according to my time in scoring, he pitted one lap before everyone else. So not sure if that was interesting. Though.
Yeah, mine's showing the same, but.
Well, he's gonna have the race lead here, which is the outside.
Yeah.
Wow.
His truck was strong earlier. I think he's got a good contender here.
Yeah, he qualified second, so I mean, he's definitely had the short run speed. He had a little bit struggling maybe in the longer run, but he kind of figured it out a little bit as it went on. But I think he definitely has a top 3, top 5 truck here tonight, and clean air seems to be pretty important here as well tonight, for the most part.
Oh yeah, that clean air is by far the most important thing you can have here in Bristol, and just in general in these trucks. Every track we go to, clean air has been huge. You can wipe over someone's nose a little bit. You can pretty much take them out of the equation. This thing, make them get tight, make them get loose, and just that aero bubble you can use with the truck is huge. So having this clean air.
Terrible start there, just to not get going.
Spun the tires, started in third gear. Not what he needed there from that restart. He's going to lose out a few positions, drop back to fourth now.
Let's go out Ryan Houston and Hunter Senior to duel it out here for first and seconds. And Jared Skinner also in contention. Senior, around he goes. Self spin in turn 1 and 2. He's going to save it, but wrecking behind him as more contact. Bunch of drivers involved.
They just keep piling in there.
No time to slow down here at Bristol at all.
No, none. Bristol is such a bull of a track that you cannot ever slow down for a wreck in time. And
Oh, more contacts.
oh,
That's Donnie
Lamp
Kite.
takes out Donnie.
I was telling you, I think he just got his lap back as well. And he's going to go lap down, I think, again. Wow. Lots to unpack there. Absolute chaos in turn 1, turn 2. We'll go further back, as far back as we can. I think Senior just lost it on his own. Maybe just overdrove the corner maybe a little bit. I think that's what happened.
Yeah, he just kind of overdrove the entry, looped it on those cold tires, and then they just start piling in. John got into Jared, then Donnie got into John, and then we go
Spencer
back.
as well. Isaiah Waltrip involved, and oh man, Jimmy Geikis. That's a hard hit as well.
Yeah, and then Lamps trying to back up to get back in the track, and he just goes up and clips Donnie. That will definitely be looked at by the incident review team for a potential penalty.
Yeah, I mean, definitely don't want to back up in front of the field, especially after that one. Yeah, but it looks like Donnie Kite gonna go lap down. So with that spin, that looks like no, he's gonna be on the lead lap still. With that spin, well, barely. He's got to get the way around, but Ryan Houston's still the race leader, and pretty much the top few drivers avoided that one. Maybe the top 5. Everyone else had to scatter to avoid that one. And what a wreck that was.
Yeah, that was clustercluck, as some would say there. Hopefully we can continue, and I want to see these guys get back to that nice long green flag run where they had some green flag stops. That was awesome to watch. As a league owner, yeah, it sucks to be out of this race, but watching your guys be able to do a green flag run at Bristol and get green flag stops is a proud, like, dad moment, I would say.
Well, that's definitely one way to put it there. But yeah, going green this time with 110 laps to go. I guess 109 once we go back green, but definitely an interesting way to put it there. But yeah, I'd venture to guess it's pretty. I guess that's probably the best way to put it as well.
You know, we gotta have some fun here. The race didn't go the way we wanted to, but the race didn't go the way the 15 truck wanted, so we gotta have some fun as a league owner now, is the thing. And that's how we're gonna look at it, is that we want the best for this league every week, and I think we have some of the best guys to be here.
Yeah, definitely. Well, Bristol, definitely known for, I would say, not caution fest, but also just kind of like, yeah, we had some green flag runs. You also have some big wrecks here with how short this track is and how quick it goes around. I mean, obviously you have that long, like 100, well, be about 85, 90 lap green flag run, then back-to-back cautions here late in midpoint of this race.
Yeah, it's a track where when something happens, it just happens so quickly.
Yeah, well, green flag back near Ryan Houston. On the outside, gonna clear easily, and Daniel Wilkes gonna clear easily as well. For second, maybe, yes, he will, off of turn number 2.
Yep, that's huge. You want to get into that. Preferably, you want to get into the outside line. I know Landon goes around.
On the inside, and caution will fly again on lap 144.
Luckily, no one else involved. Just the caution comes out. Looks like he was struggling with those cold tires. We saw a bad restart out of him, and then coming off of 4, those cold tires were biting a lot of people in qualifying, practice, and looks like even the race grabbed out Nathan here.
Yeah, I don't think I saw any contact there, and just really clipped the inside. Maybe a little bit could have caused that one, but no contact with the inside wall, looks like, as well. So you'll fall back to 16th there. But yep, as everyone else scoots by, no contact made. As that's our 7th caution night here on lap 144. But a little bit over 100 laps to go. I think at least one more pit stop, it looks like. I'm not sure how far they could stretch on fuel, but based off when they had to pit the first time on the green flag, I think it's around lap 100 or so-ish, give or take.
Yeah, depending on how much these guys are saving right now, you can run about 90 to 100-ish laps. So
Probably have to
If
pay at
someone
least
was
one more
under
time.
if someone was on ultra saving right now, maybe could stretch it if we get a few more yellows, but I don't see that being the best way to go around this track, because you're going to want the fresher tires that bring a little bit of pace, especially if we get a caution. I'd say around lap 180, 190, 210. We want those fresher tires. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'll be right back down.
Well, no problem. But right now, pacing here with 104 laps to go. We've had 3 cautions in the past 12 laps. Kind of just cautions breeding cautions right now. Some drivers on pit lane. Nathan Lamon, who was the latest cause of the caution there last time. And Donnie Kite, John Santoro as well. I think he was the lucky dog there. And next driver a lap down is Jordan Warnock, 2 laps down. So we have to hope for we have 2 more cautions. But after that, it's pretty much multiple laps down. You have Michael James 5 laps down. Dustin Coggins 16. Brandon Williams 29. Skylar Jones, our pollster, 31. Really out back on the racetrack in 24th. So I think doubling up here this time by. Yep. Ryan Houston choosing the outside line. Some good launches here from Ryan Houston on these restarts. We'll see if he can get another one though on Daniel Molnix. Molnix on the inside in the 8 machine and the Jersey Makes 8 scheme. Isaiah Walters, he's moving himself up to 3rd. He was a lap down a few cautions ago. Worked his way back up to the field. Green flag is that. Ryan Houston with a great launch. He'll clear in turn 1 easily. But will Isaiah Walters get a good of a launch here on the outside? Gonna rip the top side. Good run off for turn 2. Will he look for the crossover move? He's gonna save the outside of Molnix. Molnix had the opportunity to close that door. Didn't react fast enough. Here comes Isaiah Walters. Good run on the turn 1. And it's a side by side, almost 3 wide for the race lead. It will be for a split second as Isaiah Walters, he's going to try to clear here over turn number 4. Will he take the race lead? Yes, he will take the race lead back away from Ryan Houston. Isaiah Walters back out front. What an improbable run for him. He's passed 30 to 40 laps from being a lap down under caution to back to the race leader with 100 laps to go here at 60 machine. Go on board here with those are right behind. Jared Skinner sideways, going to overcorrect the outside wall for turn 2. Big wreck there for him. Hopefully everyone made it through. That's going to bring out another yellow, of course, as looks to be the 36th there of Brandon McWilliams. May have gone to the side of Jared Skinner there. Ooh, so everyone have to avoid that 7 machine right in front of the middle of the track off of turn 2. As I think they will do so for now, but we'll take a replay. What happened? Did Jared Skinner have any contact here on the entry of turn 1? Hunter Senior behind him, teammates right there. No, Skinner just losing on his own. And overcorrecting the outside wall, hits it on his front end, and ooh, I was close between. Oh, he did get hit hard from Skylar Jones and a little tap there from Braden McWilliams, but caution here on lap 153. 8th caution of the night right now, under 100 laps to go. We'll take a quick little break. We'll be back here from Bristol Motor Speedway. back live here at Bristol Motor Speedway. As I watch, just took the race lead in that last restart there, from a lap down to the race lead, and then probably around 35-40 laps, and he's looking really strong here at Bristol with under 100 laps to go. I think he probably is the favorite right now to maybe pick up this race win here at Bristol Motor Speedway.
Yeah, I would agree with you there, Talon. I would say he's definitely the favorite. I'd say that 8 truck right behind him is also a favorite. The 05 has seemed strong at points in this race, and even the 98 seems strong. But right now, if I had to put some money down, I'd be putting it on that 60 based on that first run when we got a little bit of a green flag run. He led most of it, and he looks overall very fast here. Yeah,
Brock Morris is, as you mentioned, is really quick as well. He's been up in the top 5, top 6 all night long, but pace trick to pull off the pit lane. They restart here with 93 laps to go. And on the gas pedal goes Isaiah Walters. Gonna choose the bottom line here. Daniel looks clear for second. Looks like Reinhausen gonna slot himself in third off of turn number 2.
Good for Daniel getting into the second there. That's what he needs. It helps when you have your teammate on the front row to kind of help count you down to those starts. That's always a huge plus, no matter who you are, whether you're whoever you are on this field. It's great to have your teammate right in front of you if they're starting on the front row.
Yeah, Isaiah has seemed to kind of like the outside line so far tonight. Him and Daniel Morris were pretty much 1-2 for majority of the first half of the race. But with 90 laps to go right now, we'll see what can happen here. Late as Reinhausen also in contention here. Brock Morris, Matt Sisler, who's moved himself up. He was the lucky dog candidate probably 2 or 3 cautions ago. He's up to 5th place here currently. It's also Hunter Senior, Craig Martin up 16 spots, both of those drivers. From starting 22nd and 23rd. Zach Stewart up 19 positions. He started 27th tonight. A lot of big movers in the top 10 so far as well. And Hunter Senior just a few cautions ago had a self spin in 1 and 2. He's moved himself up to 7th, and he could maybe challenge for a top 5 finish here late as well. It's still a long ways to go here at Bristol though.
Yeah, for sure. He got a very lucky in that self-spin to not get himself a ton of damage, but we'll have to see how his truck is handling. I'm sure those tires aren't the happiest. I don't know. He did pit. Never mind. He did pit, so he should be fine. Trucks I'm looking at right now are the 11, the 67. They both, and trucks behind them, maybe. I've only got the 11 and the 67 showing as pit at lap 154, which means they should be good on fuel. So that's going to make an interesting little twist here, is if this runs all the way out, can the leaders make it?
Yeah, I mean, Isaiah Walters last pit 27 laps to go now, which will be about I think 111 laps to go. But here comes Daniel Moulton to the inside of Isaiah Walters. As side by side off of turn 4, I think Isaiah Walters loses the race lead here to Daniel Molnex, as Molnex to clear on the inside line. Not quite though.
Yeah, he saw that run coming from the 60 on the outside, and he said, "No, I'm not going to clear up in front of that and maybe get myself
that was
wrecked."
Close right there off of turn 4 though. That's going to bring in Reinhausen and Brock Morris as well. So this could be turn into a 4-car fight here quickly. But it looks like Molnex going to back off a little bit here, and Walters will still remain in the race lead for now.
Yeah, those race tech teammates, they can't fight like that too much. They want to keep it between the 2 of them, in all honesty. They don't want to involve those other 2 trucks behind them, or even bring in more trucks, as I see Sizzler starting to close in on Brock.
Yeah, really, I mean, the top 8 or so pretty close together within 2 seconds. So, I mean, if any of these drivers make a mistake, I would say the top 8 can pounce pretty quickly, especially the top 4 for sure.
If you'll excuse me for a second, I'll be right back.
For sure, but Matt Sisler right now kind of in 5th place, kind of in between these packs of cars, and Hunter Senior chasing down, but Brock Morris, because we got there in Reinhausen, is for 3rd. Daniel still trying to get around Isaiah Walters. That's Alex Anderson. The inside of Craig Martin right now, and that's 22 machine.
Sorry about that. I had to get called to my crew chief duties for a second.
No problem, but it looks like Ryan Houston, he's under attack here from Brock Morris. Morris will move himself up to third. Now about a second between them and Daniel Molnix in the top two as they're close together as well. Off to number 4, side by side even, down to number 1.
Yeah, Isaiah loves that high line. I saw it in the heat, saw it in a little bit in practice. He really likes that high line with the run it gives off, but Daniel loves the low line. We had figured in some of the practice that the low line would be the only preferable line, but then as it started to rubber in, we found that middle and high groove really, really are strong if it's rubbered in on the bottom, and we'll see if these guys behind them kind of figure that out. I think the way to catch these guys will be to either run them down on the bottom, burning your tires up, or get to the high line and kind of run a similar pace to them. As we look a little further back, Anderson on that strategy to make it, he is moving forward. He's up with Craig right now. He's on the strategy to make it to the end, if he can. Along with him is Nate, Jimmy, John Santoro, and Thomas Spencer, and I believe Donnie Kite are the 5 that I know for sure are good to the end if they can make it. If this race goes all the way green.
Yeah, it looks like Alex Anderson paid with 96 laps to go, so and then Nate Bogus as well, I think, and Jimmy Dykes, John Santoro, Thomas Spencer, and Donnie Kite, those were the lead lap drivers who paid with 96 laps to go, which was our, looks like to be the last caution we've had so far.
As Anderson spins Sisler, gets into the back of him, it doesn't look like it was super intentional, but just the speed differential in the middle of the corner from those new tires, that is going to throw a wrench into those trucks' plans.
And it's actually exactly Alex Anderson did not want to happen there with 70 laps to go, but we'll take a replay there.
We put the commentator's curse on him.
Yeah, but he's just going through the fuel. Who was going fuel? But this looks like, yeah, this maybe came down a little bit, but Anderson kind of wasn't really there that much. But we better view that one here in the chopper cam. So 1 and 2, Anderson's wrapping that inside line and just barely moved up maybe on Matt Sisler.
Yeah. Sisler also moved down a little bit there. It's a close one there. It is. It's I'd call that a racing incident from my professional view up here in the booth.
Yeah, I would say so too. But I mean, if you're Anderson, you gotta know that you're good on fuel, and most of the drivers in front of you aren't. So you gotta be a little bit. You can't be causing cautions. But
exactly, you gotta be patient. You gotta understand the situation.
Yeah, the bigger picture. But like obviously, he wasn't intentionally doing that. But anyways, everyone should be good fuel here on out. It's just gonna be about tire management, pretty much. So who will get on and off pit lane the quickest? Waltrus was the first one in his box, or first one down pit lane, I should say. We'll see 2 tire calls as well. I think that could maybe work out here later in the race, maybe not so early on. Morse for the good pit stop. It looks like Isaiah Waltrus will win the race up pit lane. Jaden Mullock second, Morris third, and Senior fourth. Ryan House in fifth. So that's the top 5 exiting pit lane right now.
Yeah, Isaiah did everything he needed to do right there and getting back off of pit road in the lead. Huge for him there. As we see some trucks are going to take the wave around, it looks like, potentially.
This looks like Jordan Warnock was the lucky dog there, going to be Eweld. Still 1 lap down for him. Skinner now 1 lap down as well. He took the wave around just then and there. It looks like Isaiah Walsh is choosing the top side on this restart.
Yep, we'll have 1. We have 2 to green right now. iRacing is just a little too quick here at these kind of short tracks. It'll probably be the same as Martinsville. We'll have to be delaying the yellows.
Yeah.
Just a little too quick by iRacing there. We need more like 5 laps for this, just because of how people need to sort with EOLs for the lucky dog and all that. Just, it's better to just let them take their time. The caution count might get artificially thrown up and blown up in Sim Racer Hub, but that's okay. No one looks at that.
not usually, but yeah. I think it's interesting as we see drivers take the outside lane and inside lane, and they've been pretty much effective either way. So I mean, I don't know. I guess when you have your teammate up there, it really doesn't matter, to be honest. But
yeah, it's just having the advantage in that restart zone of deciding when to go.
Yeah, really. I mean, you're at Bristol. I mean, the outside lane's probably been the quickest, but on the restarts, you never really know. But it goes as they watch us so clear in turn 1 usually. Like most of our restart leaders have so far, is a clear single file quickly for the top 6 positions or so, maybe even pretty much the top 9.
Yeah, that's good by the field to get clean, get single file, try and click off some laps there. At 187 of 250, we're just trying to get to this end. They're trying to get to a window to where it's, yeah, we can go all out to the end, and we also are not in danger of extending this night stupidly long. But we'll have to see how these guys handle it for the rest of tonight. But as Daniel looks to the inside here, Isaiah...
Caution is out. Jimmy gets around. I think that's turn 3 and 4.
That is 1 and 2. Jimmy goes around.
Matt Sisler as well.
Yeah, he gets into... Looks like he got into Zach Stewart on the entry and just came down and clipped Matt.
Yeah, both of them goes around. Hard hit for Zach Stewart and Matt Sisler as well.
Yeah, very hard hit for all 3 trucks involved. Luckily, no one else was really involved in that. Some trucks had to slow down to avoid, but most of those trucks should be okay. Hopefully, I think the 87 will have some of that irreparable truck damage that iRacing has, but it looks like the 18 truck is done with how he could barely turn down into pit road there.
Yeah, so his net will end early tonight. Still 60 laps to go.
So we got little drivers getting a little chippy at each other on the radio chatter. Can't really share that on the broadcast or we'd be getting demonetized.
Yeah, it's kind of typical of kind of a short track racing. I think this is our 10th caution of the night. So,
as Denny would say, that's just short track racing.
Yeah, I mean, pretty much. I mean, we had pretty one or two long green flag runs or so, but other than that, it's been pretty quick ones tonight.
Yeah, it's the nature of a short track. It's the nature of having 29 trucks where the pace is all pretty similar between all of them, where all of them can run with each other. Maybe there's a few who run away, there's a few who run behind, but I'd say all 29 have extremely similar pace most weeks, and that's what causes yellows. You have too many trucks kind of fighting over the same spot because track position matters so much. Hopefully we can get these trucks cleaned up a little bit, and hopefully they can get to the end here, but I wouldn't be shocked to see a few more yellows come flying out. Cautions always breed cautions.
Yeah, especially here of late, I would say. If we have a long green flag run here with 58 laps to go.
And I'd love to see this go green to the end. I think there'd be some really good battles throughout the field, but mainly here at the front between the 8, the 60, the 05, and the 12. Those are some really strong trucks. Even the 67 starting to get his nose back in there, and we know how dangerous he can be no matter what track we're at.
Green flag back in the air. As the launches not the best of launches down the inside, but Dana Mullock's our race leader. Will clear off for turn number 2.
It was good enough to get him into the line in second, and that's what he needs to do, and just protect that position for Isaiah. Protect that position, give your shot.
On the outside wall. Nate Bogus there.
Nate grabbed that wall. Luckily, Craig was able to see that and avoid it. Hopefully, Nate can continue and Craig can both continue and gain some positions back here.
But pretty much single file for most of the field. You got Craig Martin and Nate Lamont still side by side.
Yeah, and that fight for 9th, that's a big position. I mean, every position in this league is big. Anyone can make or miss the chase, depending on a few positions. That's why 28 tonight for our crew really sucks. It's going to make our job just a little bit harder as we have another yellow flag out.
Looks like to be maybe Dylan Lamp there slow off of turn 2. Yeah, it is. Looks like.
Yeah, it looks like he gets tagged from the 2 truck and just sent up sideways and into the outside wall.
Yeah, one of those close quarters racing there, but we got the 11th caution of the night. And up 198. Bring this time by.
Yeah, here we go. Daniel Molnex, Isaiah Watchers on that front row. You know they're going to work together as teammates. I look at that second and third row outside line trucks of Brock Morris, Nate Bogus. That's a key position to be. I always felt I wanted to be on the outside on these restarts, never be down on the inside. Felt like I could get better launches, better restarts, just get the preferred lane and make up some positions. So we'll see what these trucks can do out there.
And Dave looks on the outside. Green flag is in the air. Not the greatest launches. Still side by side in 1-2.
Very even start there from both the 8 and the 60. That's going to give the 60 a chance here on that bottom lane. That is strong. We'll see if he can make a run, but that outside line just got so much momentum when you get to it. He can't be side by side for too long or that 05 will fill that hole, and it will become an issue, and those teammates will get separated.
And here comes Morris in third.
Yeah, he's doing a great job right now in that Juicy Spider 05 truck. What beautiful colors it is. Just looks amazing out there.
You're having a great run here tonight with 46 laps to go now.
He declared when he won Rockingham, it's Brockingham. Can he get Bristol as well?
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, he had a great finish there at Rockingham to pick up that win. And you see that tonight here. 45 laps to go seems like a long time, but it's only really 10 minutes in this truck around this racetrack, so it goes by very quick, even though we have so many laps to go. Side by side here for a second. Morris will give the position here that Isaiah Walters off of 4, but he's not done yet.
Yeah, it's going to be hard to make that pass on the bottom. He's going to have to really drive it in there. Maybe try and get alongside down a straightaway and then pull a slide job on him, but it's a hard pass down there when the top is in like this. If you can protect the top, if you're the 60 and the 8, you can pretty much settle yourself into the top 2 pretty much no matter what, but you do not want to give up that top lane. Do not let him get that right rear and get to your outside, as now the 05 will start looking to the outside as the 60 is shifted lower on the track.
Yeah, Isaiah Walters, he's been really good on the outside line all night long as there he goes up towards the middle a little bit on entry here through 1 and 2.
Yeah, looks like maybe a little bit of driving in that mirror. Keep that 60 as we have another yellow flag out.
As Ruben Rose around off for turn number 2. Pretty much on the entry to turn number 3. Doesn't look like that machine has much damage though. We'll see what happened exactly there off of turn 2. Just a tap there, hit the left rear of Matt Sisler, but no damage from that 9 machine. As he'll bring out the 12th caution of the night here on lap 210.
Yeah, great job by him to avoid, in reality, making it worse than it was there. It could have easily been a really bad caution if he had continued to hit the 87, but he decided to kind of self-sacrifice there and just self-spin, and he'll maintain the lead lap and have a chance to get some fresh tires and go from there. Here come a lot of the leaders. Some will stay out, but I have a split decision. This could be huge.
Yeah, this could be the race winning decision right now.
Those tires, they don't seem like they matter, but they do. There's a little bit of there's a few tenths in them in this truck. Maybe in the ARCA car like last season, you wouldn't really care. You'd say, I'm staying out because I can protect as much as I can in that car. But when you're in the truck, man, it matters. It really does.
Looks like Brock Morris was the first driver to come off pit lane on those tires. Actually, Don Santoro was getting pit a lap early, so I'm not quite sure why it keeps
Maybe
happening.
they're taking advantage of that pit lane.
Yeah.
Just the opening a little bit earlier, like,
yeah.
Because there's 2 laps it's open here at Bristol, so maybe they're taking advantage of that chance to get an extra one. As don't think we're gonna need to delay this yellow. I think we're gonna be able to go green this time by.
Yeah. So the top
first time in a while.
Top 4 looks like to be on, or top 5, I guess, as Reinhouse in 5th. He'll be the last driver on older tires. Everyone else further on back just pitted, so we'll see what goes on here with 37 coming to 36 laps to go. Yeah,
that was a smart move by Hausen. It's looking even smarter now that he got those tires in that off strategy, but with it no one else there, it's just going to hurt a little bit because he's not going to be able to do it as John on those fresh tires rockets into 5th.
And move himself up to 5th place here momentarily. We'll see how hard he will fight there with Reinhouse, and behind him is Brock Morris and Craig Martin, who just pitted as well with him. Ozu, he's in the outside wall for turn 2.
Yeah, you gotta limit those wall taps. They kill a lot of your momentum
Those are
there.
wrecking
He's
back.
got
Jordan Warnock sideways and wrecking Jared Skinner around as well. Caution is out.
And yeah, Jordan just loses it off of 4 and gets into the 7, protecting the 9 there. I'm sure the 9 is extremely happy with how that one played out for him. But on the strategy of tires, Housden still is the first car with fresher tires than the front 4, and then it is Brock who will get the outside line here on this restart.
Yeah, as the leader, the only driver who has lane choices here, but sure, a lot would be interesting what these drivers would choose if they had the opportunity. But yeah, Brock Morris on the outside should theoretically have the advantage somewhat, but you never really know on these restarts. Sometimes you never really know what could happen. But I mean, Daniel Molnix, Isaiah Waltrus, still the front 2. They've been 1-2 pretty much majority of this race, I would say.
The 12 making the interesting call here. Coming down pit road, again, he's going to be off sequence like Housden, where no one else is on this strategy. While it's a good idea, personally, this is not what I would want to personally do, because I'd like to come in with a few more trucks that can protect me if I were to get into a position where Ryan is right now, where he's got older tires in the group behind him. And yeah, this is personally not my style for the 12. I would want more trucks pitting.
Yeah, he's gonna be all the way down 16th place all by himself pretty much, with less than 30 laps to go at a track like Bristol. I mean, it's gonna be tough for him to make his way through the field, but
I don't see there's much of an advantage anymore. I mean, he kind of made his bed. He's got to lay in it. That's what the front 3 are doing, and we're gonna see. That definitely hurts Brock though, because now he's got to shift down to the inside line. And here we go for this. They're gonna line them up and see what happens here. Those 3 on the older tires, Housden, and then the real fresh tires behind them.
There's green flag back in the air. 29 laps to go. Daniel Monks will lead into turn number 1. He'll clear off of turn 2 as well of Isaiah Waltrus. Top 3 clear. Not top 4 though. Alex Anderson. It's going to be another attack here from Brock Morris.
That 05, but it's not going to last. That 05 on the pressure tires is there.
Ryan Housden as well on fresher tires than the front 2. How big advantage does he have though with these heat cycles?
Yeah, those heat cycles might hurt him a little bit. We got a little one-sided rivalry going on with Nate and John. Nate has said he will never finish behind John no matter what this season. Looks like he's got ahead of him to keep that streak going.
Now we'll see how this goes. Oh, with 27 laps to go.
Yeah, it looks like that 24 truck's starting to struggle a little bit. Don't know if he had that damage on his front nose is hurting him, but as Housden looks to the inside of Isaiah, that is a good move. He's got to get it down in there. He's going to have to send a really big move if he wants to make the move work on the bottom. For Brock, he's got to get to the outside here of that 98 if he wants to move into 3rd. That 60 will play key defender for that 8 truck. That's the big thing. You're going to have to displace that 60 truck very quickly from 2nd place.
Yeah, if you have any want to have any shot at this race win, you're late.
Teammates are a big thing to have, and they have each other over a race deck. They always work well together, whether it's plate tracks or just in general. They always really work well together. As Brock looking for space, just cannot find it right now with these trucks side by side in front of him. It's hard to push 3 wide here. You really risk a lot of damage. As Housden now clears Isaiah.
Contact! Morris sent to the bottom of the racetrack. Here comes Craig Martin on the outside.
What a save by the 05, and he's still getting loose.
Yeah, he's really burnt up his stuff, I think, on these last few laps. He seems like he's really struggling on these tires.
Yeah, he's got a lot of temp in him. He needs to cool them down. He needs to take a few laps, get them re-pulled down, and go from there. And hopefully he can find kind of a gap here, maybe behind Craig, his pseudo Juicy Spider teammate. Even though they're not teammates, they can work together and try and get a gap for him.
It's Alex Anderson, Nate Bogus behind as well. 20 laps to go here at Bristol Motor Speedway. Only about 5 minutes of real life time would go by once he's finished these 20 laps, so it's gonna go by very quickly unless we have a late race caution. So Matt Sisler side by side, that's with Nate Bogus there. Brock Morris now side by side with Craig Martin. There's old Martin loose, hitting the outside wall. Gonna lose 3 wide off of turn 2, gonna lose a ton of spots.
Yeah, that's gonna hurt a lot, that 22's progress. He was doing so well up there in the top 5, but just getting that little bit loose has hurt him. Now the 11 to the inside, he's 22 peaks back to the outside of the 11. 11's just hoping to get him clear, but it looks like he's loose again and gets the wall. That 22 truck got a little too much heat in it right now. Gotta cool those tires off.
15 laps to go.
As we look further forward, that 98 is slowly reeling in the 8. Not much lap time difference, a 770 to a 760. As he gets really loose coming out of 4, that's gonna hurt the progress.
Last time by about 500 slower. Brock Morris still trying to get around Isaiah Watchers here for seconds.
Yeah, as the laps continue to tick, only 14 to go. Daniel is starting to look more and more favorable, but that 98's definitely got a little bit of an advantage on tires.
Yeah, but with these heat cycles, like I mentioned, I don't know how big of an advantage he has. How many green flag runs, how many green flag laps do we actually have on those tires?
Yeah, he's definitely lost some of his advantage he did have, and hopefully we can see a nice battle here, but I wouldn't shock me if that 8 kind of just walks away with this one here, as he's been electric in these trucks. He's been really, really strong to start the season in the trucks. I hope it can continue and roll into a championship for him. He's been one of the most deserving drivers of a championship here who's not had one. As we look further back, we got Sisler moving through up into third.
He's made some good moves here on Alex Anderson, Brock Morris, and Isaiah Walters as well.
Oh, and he gets the wall. As soon as he does it, he gives it right back up, getting the wall in 1 and 2. Can't get that high in those marbles. Gotta be smarter than that.
Almost 3 wide there off of turn 4.
Feels like we're about to see maybe one last late yellow here.
Carnage here.
Don't figure it out.
As here comes Nate Bogus. He's looking 3 wide possibly for 3rd place. Hunter Sr. in the mix as well. He just pitted. Last caution.
Looks like we're under caution with these guys. 2x2x2. 4 rows.
Let's get 3 wide. Off of turn 2. Sisler. Oh, almost contact there. Oh, Anderson gonna chop off Brock Morris on the entry. Turn 3. Morris gets in at 3 wide.
They're 3 again.
Almost some more contact.
Man, these guys are getting aggressive.
As Ryan Houston also closing the gap down. 2.5 tenths between him and Daniel Molex here late.
7 to go. He's got the tire advantage. Can he get to him? Oh, there's some contact between the 67 and the 60. That is gonna, man, this is where to look, where to watch. It's chaos everywhere.
Yeah, so I think it's simmered down just a little bit here. Matt Sisler out in 3rd, Nate Bogus in 4th. Hunter Sr. in 5th, 5 laps to go. And Daniel Molex, hang on.
98 on those tires. He's there. Got to get that chrome horn polished off for the final lap. You're going to have to do it. He might have to use it, so better get it polished.
Still side by side here for 4th. And 5th is Connors. Senior round. Connors going to come out. As we go green, white, check racing here at Bristol.
That's
late in the race. And I doubt anyone will come out pit lane here.
Yeah, this is gonna be a hard decision. It's gonna be a split. I hate to call it like this, but there was definitely a little bit of that iRacing netcode there in that caution. Just got a little too,
yeah,
just a little bit unlucky.
So.
It sucks for both drivers. Yeah.
Yeah, didn't really touch there. Just kind of, yeah. Unfortunate for both of those drivers, really, especially Hunter Senior, which is easily got the worst of that one there. I don't think anyone will come out pit lane in the top 10. Maybe a few drivers back further, but
it's how's it pits?
Wow, I don't know.
I don't like that move. It's just
how
many cars are on. Yeah,
that's only 30 seconds you have. I mean, it's just not enough time on those new tires.
16 cars on the lead lap. Yeah, I don't think there's enough time.
I think Ryan Housen here, he had fresher tires than Daniel Molix anyway, so I mean, he was already at the advantage, but yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, that
interesting call here.
That feels like a bad strategy call by the 98, and this is one where maybe you want to rethink that decision. He'll maybe be looking back at it as either this was the best move he's ever made, or he'll be rethinking like that was the one that got away.
As I watch this 2 tires, I don't know about that one.
2 tires for Isaiah, that's gonna get him loose.
Yeah, it's gonna be a bit looser, and yeah, I mean 2 tires here when you're giving up almost 10 positions there, 8 to 10 positions. I don't know, but we'll see how it plays out though. You're late. Pace car lights are off here.
You know, as a team owner in this league, Talon, as I come back, I'm really hoping that 11 truck can go get this done. He's my driver. I believe in him. I'd love to see him get this thing done tonight.
Yeah, he's going to be restarting behind Matt Sisler. Historically, though, tonight's the leader on these restarts have been just insanely good. I don't think everyone has ever given up the lead on these restarts on the first lap, so we'll see what happens here as Pace Truck pulls off in the pit lane. Will this be the final time we restart here at Bristol? Green flag is in the air. Great launch there from Daniel Molix, side by side for second, but I think Anderson will clear here for second off of turn number 4.
Yeah, it's going to give Anderson a shot at him as he's going to carry the momentum off at the top line.
Will he make it back to the stripe, though? It looks like a little white flag in the air. One more time around. Back in the back, Ryan Housen around, but we say green.
Now that's going to make it interesting as they come back through 3 and 4. Will that truck be cleared in time?
Still side by side for second. Daniel Molix off of turn 4. He's going to pick up his 3rd win in 4 races here at Bristol as Matt Sisler is second. Alex Anderson will be 3rd.
What a race. It was a little bit of a caution fest at times, but you know what? It was a good race. Great battles throughout. Wish the 15 crew could have been more involved in it, but hey, we take a good night in the booth as well. Yeah, what a race that was. I mean, obviously kind of had that Bristol feel to it, you know, a couple cautions here and there, but still had some good green flag runs throughout the race as well. Yeah, I'm sure there's some tempers flaring right now. I'm sure some drivers are hot under those helmets, and we could maybe see a fight if iRacing ever brought in that, but as of right now, we won't be seeing that anytime soon. Yeah, but Daniel Molix will pick up the Bristol win here for the Snap-on Racing 250 race at Bristol Motor Speedway, as he'll do the Polish victory lap here at Bristol, and he'll probably try to find his way in the victory lane as well on the iRacing service. Yeah, he will definitely be making his way there. If I know him, he'll get there and celebrate up there, and he'll take the sword and he'll be happy. As there he goes up the ramp to victory lane. Here, Bristol must be one of I think one of a couple of tracks. I think Phoenix, Bristol, and Dover. You can do this at maybe a few others. Yeah, I think it's only those 3 right now. I hope they continue to add it, and I'm sure this driver right here will be a force to reckon with at most of these tracks. Yeah. And mostly anywhere we go, he'll always be.
Yeah, interesting stretch of the schedule here. Bristol, Martinsville, St. Petersburg, and Motegi. Not exactly guaranteed, typical, cookie cutter racetrack. So it should be interesting these next 5 weeks, or I guess 4 weeks from now.
As I've said to the drivers, and this is the league owner, this is the stretch of races that's going to make or break your season. You have, like the 15 crew, if we do 4 straight 28s, we are not going to make the chase like that. So we need to be better than that. But if you don't even show up, you don't race, you don't do anything, you're not going to make it. You're just going to miss the key points. These are points that are going to be critical to changing your season, and you got to be here for these races to make it happen.
Well, especially at the midway point for the regular season, pretty much. Yeah, regular point, off week next week, and it's really the midpoint of the season next or 2 weeks from now at Martinsville.
Yeah, excited for Martinsville. I know the 15 truck and its driver are usually very strong there, so we're hoping that maybe, like we were doing here before the end, we can lead, and maybe my goal is to beat the brakes off a lot of these guys. I don't think it'll happen, but we're going to do our best.
Definitely. Well, we'll take a quick little break and we'll talk to our top 5 finishers here in a few moments' time. As back live here at Bristol Motor Speedway, I got to speak to a racer here of Daniel Molix, who's won 3 of the past 4 races, and so far is the hottest driver here in the Superstar Cup Series. Hello, Daniel. Got a copy?
Yeah. Yep. I'm
so
here.
you pick up the race win here tonight. Your 3rd of 4 last races that you've won in the Superstar Cup Series, and so far you're on a roll pretty much. And August through this race tonight, you just pretty much had a good run. I mean, you had that kind of cautions right in between kind of the pit cycle or so, and I've set you back a little bit maybe, but you worked your way up through the field and had a great restart on the green white checkered.
Yeah, that first pit stop was very untimely. Me and Isaiah were talking about it, and I told him, I was like, I do not want to go, at least a lap, if not 2 laps down, pitting under green. I was like, I will run this thing out of gas before I hit pit road. And we decided to go at like lap 100 or 101, whatever it was, and made good time on and off pit road, but then came back out, and of course caution came out a few laps later whenever we were trapped a lap down. So and then there was that weird restart where there was, I don't know, 3 or 4, 5 cars between me and the leader. And I was thinking to myself, I was like, just let me go, but they were racing for their position too. So I was able to get back to the front. Me and Isaiah both. He actually made a mistake getting on pit road. I think because it's single lane, he ended up going down. He ended off with 3 and 4. He got a penalty, but he managed to come back and still led some more laps after that. I was like, geez, he's pretty quick. But yeah, we had a good race all night. I just tried to, stay out of all the mayhem, and fortunately it worked out. I don't think I ever really gave up any track position. But yeah, all in all, great night. Yeah, that's what I got.
Yeah, pretty much summed it up pretty well. And congrats on your win here tonight at Bristol, and you won, I think, for this race win.
All the guys at Race Deck, I got to thank you, broadcasting, Sam, for the league, putting it on and everything, all the admins, and Connor. He actually gave me a few pointers this week about this place. I was never really bad here, but he showed me some stuff that I wasn't doing, and I will probably do from here on out here. So nod to him for that. And yeah, that's all I got.
Like I said, congrats on your win here tonight, Bristol. We'll see you 2 weeks from now at Martinsville.
Yeah, that should be another fun one.
A little different, but yeah, we'll see you then.
All right, thank you.
So that was Daniel Marks, our race winner here at Bristol. We'll bring our second place finisher of Matt Sisler, who's currently 3rd in the points here in the Superstar Cup Series. What the finish was for him in 2nd place here late. Hello, Matt. You got a copy?
Yes, I do.
You pick up 2nd here tonight. Not the most clean race for you tonight. I think you were involved in a couple incidents, but you pick up 2nd place here late, and some great battling throughout those last 20 or so laps. Talk us through your night overall as well.
It's Bristol, baby. I mean, that's basically it, right? I mean, we kept our 3 birdies F-150 pretty clean for a large chunk of the race, and then an incident with the 67. I don't know if that was more him or me. I think I chopped him, and I probably didn't need to, and that put us in a bad spot when the 18 got us, and got a little bit of blessing from the netcode gods, because that should have been the end of my night, or it should have been at least 6-7 minutes of damage, and it gave us nothing additional. So we were able to go right back out, get back in contention, and then didn't really expect to hold on that late race restart, firing from the inside. I knew Daniel was on older tires, but I expected the 67 to get me, and maybe even my teammate, and we're all packed in pretty tightly there, and luckily I managed to get clear off 4, and I slammed the door on him just to make sure I could win the race to the line. Was just hoping to survive this, but a P2 for me and a P4 for my teammate Nate. We'll definitely take that for our 2 M3S Fords, and quickly get out of here before we have to remember that we're going to Martinsville for the next race and probably have to do it all over again.
Yeah, that's kind of a similar type of mentality, I would say. But anyone
survive.
Survive. Yeah. Anyone that think for tonight's 2nd place run here tonight at Bristol?
Gotta thank my painter and one of the team's higher ups, Alan Steigerwell. He runs in East currently over at Lil Hooper Designs. Did this awesome Three Birdies F-150 that's on your screen now. Obviously, Three Birdies Golf Company for sticking with me. So I'm really grateful they have, they could at any time choose to go with somebody else, and they stick with me, and I really appreciate them. And they got cool hats, shirts, koozies, tees. I think they got some some towels in there too now. So go check them out. threebirdiesgolf.com. Trying to remember all my sponsors that are on this thing: White Claw, Jimmy John's, Hugger Oranges, Coke Zero Sugar, Sam and everybody at Superstar for putting this on. It's awesome to run here with these guys. And last but not least, you and everybody who is it Talon? Is that how you say it? I think I probably okay. Talon, you and everybody at Legends Racing Network for putting this on. You guys do an awesome job week in and week out with our broadcast, and I greatly appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem. Well, congrats on your second here tonight, and you're also congrats on throwing the points right now as well. And we'll see you in 2 weeks' time at Martinsville.
Yep. Hopefully, we can survive that
Definitely.
and come home with another good finish.
Yep. Like I said, congrats on your second. We'll see you 2 weeks at Martinsville.
See ya.
So is Matt Sisler happy in that 87 machine second place here at Bristol. And we'll bring our third place finisher here of Alex Anderson. And exciting finish for him as well. That 67 machine. Hello, Alex, you got a copy?
Yes, sir, I do. What's going on?
You finish up in third place here tonight. Talk us through your night as well. Just pretty much had a pretty solid night. Was probably top 5 speed all night long as well, and round yourself off in third place.
I mean, honestly, man, there were so many questionable decisions and stuff that I made that entire race. I mean, just that first long run, my pride got the best of me there. I saw how fast everybody was up top, knew that I didn't know how to run it without killing my tires. So I went up there for 15, 20 laps, just ruined my right front. And I mean, I was trying to do different strategy approaches than I normally do, because normally, if you notice, I always pit earlier than the field, which was good for the ARCA car, but I'm trying to train myself that is not what you can do in the trucks. Because the ARCA car, you can just aero block, but the trucks aren't as aero dependent, so you can't really do that. And I was like, okay, I want to go as long as possible, but I killed my right front, and I was like, I can't keep losing this much time, so I threw it in early. Then there was that weird caution where we restarted single file at the bottom for some reason, and then it was a crapshoot for a little while. I don't know, man. Towards the end there, I was just kind of riding up front, hoping for the best. Actually, caution around lap 152 or so, that's when my fuel thing told me that I could pit and make it to the end. And then we had a 25 lap green flag run, and I was like, okay, sweet. I mean, if this goes green, I'm going to be the only truck that can make it home on fuel. But then I wrecked the hell out of Sisler coming out of 2. I mean, we talked about it. We're cool. It just looks like lap 180 coming out of 2. I mean, I didn't even think I was going to get to his inside, but he came down a little bit because he said he was trying to chop me, and I mean, I don't blame him. But I didn't even think I was going to beat to his inside, and I just barely grazed his left rear. So, but I mean, yeah, towards the end there, I was trying to sit up front. Before that last caution, the green white checker, that battle for third was legendary for 10 laps. It was so funny. But I mean, yeah, other than that, I mean, solid night. I mean, I hate this place. I hate driving it. I'm terrible at it. But every time we come here, I seem to always get second or third. So, I mean, I'll take my best finish of the season at one of my least favorite tracks on the service. So, there's something.
Yeah, definitely. Well, congrats on your third here tonight. Anyone that I think pretends good run?
Yeah, I gotta thank my parents. Obviously, can't do anything without them. I was gonna thank a team, but I'm on my own this season. Thanks to Sam and all the admins. Yeah, I'll thank myself. I set this whole truck up. I coded it into the game. Oh, I can thank my paint scheme designer, Davin Cornelius, drive through on Twitter. Check him out. He makes great stuff. Thanks to Sam and all the admins for putting on the show. Thanks to you for doing the broadcast. Congrats to Daniel on the win. I think that's all I got here for you.
Well, like I said, congrats on your third place tonight, and we'll see you 2 weeks at Martinsville.
Yep, hopefully it'll be a little better.
Yeah, definitely. Well, that's Alex Anderson in a third place position, and we'll speak to Nathan Lamon in fourth place, as in that 66 machine here. Oh, Nathan, you got a copy? Oh, Nathan, you got a copy?
Hey, I got you.
So you pick up fourth place here tonight. You had a pretty solid run as well. You led a few laps, but you kind of had a little spin there as well. But you make your way through the field, finish up in fourth place. Talk us through your night overall here at Bristol.
Yeah, I felt like we had a good top 10 car at least. And then got really, really lucky with that yellow coming out as we were pitting on that long green flag cycle. I was literally sputtering into my box with 0 gallons of fuel. So, but yeah, I made that dumb mistake there on the restart and looped myself around and was able to come back and go top 5 with my teammate Matt. So overall, good night. Probably finished higher than we should have, but you'll have that at Bristol.
Yeah. Speaking of kind of the longer run that you had, that kind of allowed you to take the race lead. How was the tire wear out there? It seems like you guys lost about maybe a second and a half or so, maybe on those tires. Was it looser, tighter throughout the run once we had that longer green flag runs?
Yeah, for me it was tighter, and I really felt like I was kind of babying my stuff. So I was probably driving off the right front a little bit more than the right rear, which made me super tight. But then as that track started to cool and we got later into the night, it really picked up a lot of grip, and the balance kind of came back to the truck. So tight for me on the long run, but pretty neutral towards the end of the night.
Well, congrats on your fourth place here tonight at Bristol, and you win that thank for tonight's top 5 performance.
Yeah, shout out to my teammate Matt for rebounding and coming back to finish second. That's awesome. Little second, fourth place finish for our team. Shout out to my wife for letting me do this. Shout out to my daughter, who's probably asleep by now. And shout out to you for broadcasting these things.
Of course. Well, congrats on your fourth place here tonight, and we'll see you in 2 weeks' time at Martinsville.
Alrighty, appreciate you.
So it's Nathan Lamon in the 66 machine. It looks like Nate Bogus not here tonight. I don't see him in the waiting room, or the interview room, I should say. But we'll maybe next week, but or 2 weeks from now. But like I mentioned, we don't have any Superstar Cup Series race next week, as we have a little off week there for the week of, I believe it'll be July 29th. So nothing going on for the Superstar Cup Series. But next up on the Legends Racing Network, we got the top tier racing backbone series. And they will be going to the racetrack of Pocono next Monday on July 27th at 8:15 Eastern Time. We'll be live there, and then obviously 2 weeks from now we'll be live here for Martinsville for the Superstar Cup Series. So thank you guys for watching. Congrats to Daniel Mulks picking up his 3rd win in 4 races here in the Superstar Cup Series. We'll see you next time on the Legends Racing Network. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you next time.